The following is a 45 TV sports presentation. 45 TV.
We have one matchup still to determine for tomorrow's championship Saturday here at the Boys State Basketball Tournament. It will be the AA final matchup, the first semifinal. Minneapolis North taking on Morris area, Chicago, Alberta. One of these two teams will play for a title tomorrow. Hey everybody, good evening. Chris Long here on 45 TV, joined by former Holy Angels legend Troy Bell. Thanks for coming in, our first time working together. What do you expect in tonight's game? You got a couple teams that are going to have very different styles.
I'm expecting a track meet. I think North's speed and athleticism may give Morris a problem, but Logie is a big double-double guy. Coach Torgerson will have his team prepared. I think it's going to be a great game. Minneapolis
North will not be at all daunted by the bright lights on this stage. They've been to state 6 of the last 7 years and 4 straight. They beat De La Salle and had close losses this year to Wayzata and Park Center. Those are teams that are going to be playing for 3A and 4A titles next year, and they've got a coach that anybody that knows Minnesota basketball knows very well.
Coach McKenzie's a legend, not only a coach, but a mentor to those kids in that community. I've known him for a number of years, came over to Holy Angels for a while, but he's back at North High where he belongs. He's a great mentor and a great guy.
Got a 72-game win streak in the city conference. They haven't lost in conference since 2016. You mentioned Jackson Logie. He was a top 10 Mr. Basketball, 24 points and 11 rebound average. This guy fills the box score.
Keep your eyes on this guy. He is a double-double guy.
All right, let's meet the players. The Polars and the Tigers playing for a shot in the championship game. Let's meet starters and reserves with Jim Burns.
Good evening and welcome to Williams Arena for continuing play in the 2022 Minnesota Boys State Basketball Tournament. At this time, we'd like to introduce the teams and starting lineups for the state tournament semifinal between the champions of Section 5 with a record of 26-6, the Minneapolis North Polars. And the champions of Section 3 with a record of 28-2, the Morris area Chicago, Alberta Tigers. And now let's meet the visitors from Minneapolis North. Student manager Trent Witz Jr. And now the Polar reserves. Senior guard number 3, Ike Hill II. Senior guard number 4, Martez Johnson. Sophomore guard number 5, Detrell McCrimmon. Junior forward number 12, Avon Sager. Sophomore guard number 13, Jashawn Rich. Junior forward, number 15, Devon Perkins. Junior guard, number 21, Jalen Baker. Sophomore guard, number 23, Jakari Miamin. And senior forward, number 50, Gani Stevens. A correction on the North, reserves number 30, Michael Roberts, the 4th. And now let's meet the North Polars starting lineup. At guard, a 6'1" senior number 1, Rio Sanders. At guard, a 6' senior number 2, D'Amico Anderson. At forward for the Polars, a 6'6" senior number 11, Jacob Butler. At guard for the Polars, a 6'2" senior number 24, Willie Wilson. And at forward, a 6'7" senior, number 50, Connie Stevens. The assistant coaches are Michael Shelton and Christopher Pete Johnson. The head coach of Minneapolis North is Larry McKenzie. And now let's meet the reserves and starting lineup for the Morris area Tigers. Junior guard, number 3, Brandon Ross. Junior guard, number 5, Tyler Berlinger. Junior forward, number 20, Daniel Travis. Senior forward, number 24, Brendan Hardy. Senior guard, number 32, Aiden Schmigdahl. Senior forward, number 34, Toby Donnerman. Junior center, number 40, Drew Stork. Junior guard, number 42, Max Lights. Senior center, number 44, Samuel Kleinwaltering. Junior forward, number 50, Kyle Fair. Senior forward, number 52, Evan Oberg. And junior forward, number 54, Jack Tollefson. And now let's meet the Tigers' starting lineup. At guard, a 6'1" senior, number 4, Durgan Decker. At guard for the Tigers, a 6'1" senior, number 10, Cole Wente. At guard for the Tigers, a 6'1" senior, number 12, Brandon Jurgensen. At guard for the Tigers, a 6' senior, number 14, Thomas Tiernan. And at center for the Tigers, a 6'8" senior, 22, Jackson Logie. The assistant coaches are Joey Froggett and Jacob Torgerson. The head coach of Morris area is Mark Torgerson. Our officials for tonight's semifinal matchup are Ryan Weinzierl and Andy McDermott. Our referee is Seth Hoscheit. And now, fans, we ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your hats and join us as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome to the night session here at Williams Arena as we get ready to call the game. Quincy Lewis here along with Dave Lee. Looking forward to this one, Quincy.
Oh, this one's going to be a good one. I got some familiar friends both on both sides. Got a former teammate. His kid is playing, and I know Coach McKenzie, so I'm looking forward to this one.
How about that? Kevin Logie's son. We saw Jackson get introduced, and, of course, he was on that 97 team when you guys were at the Final Four, Quincy, and that was kind of fun. You just spotted him in the crowd and had a chance to talk.
That and little gray beards to say we were all that old. To have kids, kids that age.
Well, we're ready to go. The one interesting item in the starting lineups, Quincy, is the fact that we're going to miss one of the starters from Minneapolis North. The broken hand.
Yeah, that's going to be a really big loss for them. So he is their defensive guy. So it's going to be really interesting to see how the lineup will adjust. They added some size for this game, but offensively, who's going to pick up those points that will be missed?
Starting lineups are brought to you by Education Minnesota, the voice for professional educators and students. As we await the arrival of Morris area out here now, there's a discussion going on over on the side. Let's check out our keys to the game real quick.
Well, when it comes to North, they need to make sure that they're going to play aggressive without fouling, but also be patient. They're not going to win this game in the first 5 or 10 minutes. When it comes to Morris, they have to value every possession, take care of the ball, no turnovers, and at some point, they have to believe they can win this game.
Keys to the game are brought to you by the Greater Twin Cities Honda dealers, proud sponsors of Minnesota youth basketball. So here we go, Minneapolis North with the ball to start this state semifinal in AA. We've got another good one coming up after this. Had a couple of beauties this afternoon, as a matter of fact. So some outstanding young talent here in the state of Minnesota on display, and it was impressive. So anyway, this is Rio Sanders. You're going to dish it over to the right side. Anderson has that. D'Amico Anderson, 6-foot senior. Back out on top, Willie Wilson. He's a 6'2 senior for North. This is Anderson just kind of figuring out the defense on the runner. Not going to go. Scramble for the rebound. Kicked all over the place and right out of bounds. So often happens in these games. We saw a little bit of that this afternoon, Quincy, early on. Some of the jitters.
It's definitely going to be some jitters, and I think that, North is going to have to move the ball a little bit to just get some understanding of what type of defense Morrison is actually in.
Boy, look at this. That's like 3 plays in a row where the ball has just kind of been elusive.
Right now for North, it's with them being a favorite. Sometimes you just got to relax a little bit and let the game come to you. In all these games here, like I said before, you're not going to win them in the first 5 minutes. You just got to be patient. Let the game go, get a nice rhythm, and then begin to relax a little bit.
Yeah, number 5 seed against a number 1 seed. And that's Logie with the basketball and a nice move to the hoop, and the net ball is, did that roll off or get blocked? I think it got knocked out of bounds, didn't it?
And, Kevin Jackson is going to be a guy that's really going to use some footwork and step out and shoot the 3. It's going to be very important for the bowlers to stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah, and Gani Stevens is in that starting lineup. He plays a lot, so it's not anything different for him to be out there for the game. But as a starter today, the 6'7" senior's got his hands full, and then on the other way around, so does Logie, and there's the reason why. Gani's shot is blocked. He's going to muscle his way in again. It's going to be rejected again twice by Logie, and a lead pass on a fast break, and covered up beautifully by Wilson and company. Tigers with it. Logie lays it right up and in. Nice pass, nice assist.
This is going to be something that North has to make sure that they are aware of, not allowing them to get easy buckets. That's going to be very, very, very important for them, because on this end, they're not going to be able to just move the ball and be able to beat them off the dribble.
Quickly in the middle, Wilson to the hoop, and the shot is going to be a little bit shy to start this game. Board hauled down by Tiernan, and away we go out on top. Jurgensen. Logie back to Jurgensen. This is Brandon looking at the bucket, covered up nicely by Butler. Try that right side. Logie fakes, gets Gani in the air, drives to the hoop. And good play by Butler to disrupt that play. Quickly down. Here come the Polars, and a pass and a foul will be called, I believe, on the Tigers.
Yes. And right now, North is going to have to figure out how to get to the basket. They're not going to be able to just go through Jackson. He can block shots. He's 6'10". He has great timing as well.
Willie Wilson off to Butler. Butler, good spot for him to pop that shot, and Jacobs in the board and Norris on the board. 2-2. And here come the Tigers in the hands of Thomas Tiernan.
That was big for North. They needed to see that ball go to the basket so they can begin to relax and get into their defense and be able to be aggressive.
This is Logie underneath, and again, as he goes in, having to pick him up on a mismatch is Anderson. That's 6 feet against 6'8". Anderson draws the foul. Players to watch this evening.
Well, right now, Willie Wilson, he's the heartbeat of this team and the heartbeat of the community. He's going to have to come up and play really well. And then we've been talking about Jackson already. He's going to be the person that's going to be featured both on offense, and we've already seen him blocking shots on defense.
Players to watch brought to you by Liuna. Build your future. Visit LiunaMinnesota.org. So Jackson Logie on his way to Augustana to play next year in Sioux Falls. Will put up his second free throw and in and out. Rebound hauled down. Sanders quickly down the corner. Oh, good anticipation right there by Brandon Jurgensen. Off to Tiernan. He'll take it on that left-hand side and dish it right back to Durgan Decker. That's Decker trying to get some penetration. He did a little bit. Stop, gives it off to Logie, who puts it up. Can't get it. One more time for Jackson. It's going to count, and he's going to be fouled.
They're going to have to do a better job of boxing him out. You may not be able to block his shot, but you have to make sure that he does not get the rebound. So right here, nice wall up, but then you got to turn around and box him out. Offensive rebounds are going to be key for this because he is a big boy.
He had 18 in that 71-67 win over Minnehaha Academy in the quarterfinals. Off to a good start. Here's Rio Sanders with the ball, working that left-hand side. Cole Wente picks him up, and they'll move it to the right.
Looks like Morris is in a little bit of a matchup zone. So North is going to have to try to attack that middle of the zone and try to get the ball moving a little bit left or right, get some motion. Because if you just stand here and play a one-guard front, it's really easy to match up and make sure that zone is intact, and it takes away all of the driving lanes.
Wilson to the corner, and a nice shovel pass with that left hand, and standing there waiting for it.
And Dave, that all started with that ball screen. So once you did the ball screen, it made that zone rotate.
And look at the trap though right now. Sager hit that bucket, by the way. Logie, they break it nicely that time, and good fake and take it in for the layup. That is Brandon Jurgensen.
And that's what you have to do against pressure. When you get the ball over the line, if you have an opportunity, you have to look to score. And on this end here, North needs to get a little bit more ball movement and get that zone moving, and then you'll be able to attack.
Wilson almost picked off. Sanders is open now for that shot, and he nails it. That's a two-pointer right there.
And you got to make them pay. And this is important for North, so they can get into their press. You can't press when you don't make shots.
Quickly down now with the ball. The Tigers, there's that trap. That's trouble. Picked off. North does that so well, and then a foul afterwards.
So when you get into early transition and off that pick and roll, anytime that you can get that zone moving, then you'll be able to do it. And then on the fast break, when you get a trap at half court and you get the ball into the middle, you swing it to the weak side. You have to be able to attack.
North with the inbound pass right now coming up. Representing, of course, the Minneapolis City Conference off to the right-hand side. It is Rio Sanders. Wilson looking down low. The Butler on the high post, and a good shot from the outside by Anderson. That's a three.
That's another way to loosen up the zone. Get some threes.
Logie, boy, they break it nicely.
Well, you know, they're a really good, well-coached team.
Ball knocked out of the hands on the drive by Cole Wente, but they'll get it right back.
It's Slumberland's biggest finance sales event of the year. Look what just $20 a month will get you when you spend $1,200 and pay no interest for 5 years. Only at Slumberland Furniture.
In the corner and back out on top. Now the Tigers with the basketball. Minneapolis North has taken the lead. Low post. Logie's got a little height advantage on this one, and he takes it right to the hoop a little too hard. And the ball taken down by North.
They got to push it here.
Then they will in a hurry. Down low, Wilson gets the layup. Easy layup that time for Willie. His first bucket of the evening.
And you can see how when they see that ball go through the basket, how much they begin to relax, and now they can get into that full court press and really start to put pressure on this game.
Logie will give it off to Wente. Wente looking at a trap as he goes down low, and back to Logie, thinking about three. On the other side, Jurgensen, he had 13 in the win the other day. Logie from short range, not going to go. Rebound, hauled down by Butler. And let's see how they push it right here.
Yes.
Anderson. Sanders, nice drive to the basket, hangs in the air.
anytime they push the ball in transition and kind of beat that zone down there, they can find some more driving areas.
Well, Logie there to pick up the errant pass. Quick hands of North. Their defense has always been a trademark. Logie up for three from outside. That's not going to go. Rebound hauled down by Sanders. That's a 9-0 run right now. And Minneapolis North calls a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. North with a 13-8 lead here early in the game.
The tournaments on 45 TV are brought to you by St. Cloud Subaru. St. Cloud Subaru, it's you.
Well, a quick pace by the Tigers right away to start this game, and then all of a sudden North and the Polars come back, Quincy, and put on a show.
Well, we see the recipe for both of these teams. North, they need to get up, get the basket so they can get into their press. Morris, go into the big guy, work it, be able to go inside out, and then for Morris, someone is going to have to find some scoring so they can get some threes to be able to keep up with this high-powered North team.
Well, again, North with one of their starters out, Zajon Rich, broke his hand in the last game. He played a long time with the broken hand. I don't even know if he knew it, but he knew it hurt probably.
He probably told the coaches there, probably like, no, just go ahead and play through it.
Sanders will take the ball down now for the Polars. Quickly to the corner, and that long-range shot is perfect. Beautiful shot on the outside by Sager.
Just a beautiful play out of the timeout. You always love when your team can come out and execute.
Okay, ball tipped again, and there's North. And this is what they do so effectively, and hanging in the air with a great shot is Sanders, and then he'll go to the free throw line. So suddenly they're down, and now they're ahead by 8.
Yeah, so they went and ran a little bit of a double screen, and then Morris got kind of mixed up, leaving North wide open. But here on this press here, this is a good one. The ball gets stripped. He goes up here, nice and strong, nice body control. Put it nice in the basket.
Sanders was 6 in the game already. He had 8 in the first game in the victory. In the quarterfinals, and Rio gets that one. So a three-point play for him. And again, the defense is what does it. We'll see Datrell McCrimmon come in now for North, and taking a little break will be Rio Sanders.
It's going to be very important right here for Morris to be able to get this, figure out this trap here and be strong with the ball and not just throw. Well, just throw Paris.
Here comes Butler. He's going to lay that up and in. And a timeout by the Tigers. Suddenly this press has got to them. Boy, they beat it nicely the first 3 times down, and since that time they're allowing that trap to take place too, Q.
Yeah, you know, if you're in that huddle right now, really you just need to tell them, just got to be relaxed. You just can't throw wishes. And that last one right there, the trap, throw it over the tap. I thought he was going to dunk it, but I did too. I'm glad he laid it in. And then, like I say, you just can't just throw prayers. And I think when you get trapped, well, the best thing you can do is just take a 5-second call, let the ball go out, and then you get a chance to defend and not have these live ball turnovers. This possession here is big. You know, take care of the ball. You understand the trap is coming. Step through the trap, make the right pass, turn around, attack the press.
Tigers with the basketball now, trying to get something cooking here. That's where they got trapped last time and hurt. Now this time they'll push it down a little faster underneath, trying to get the shot off, and that was really impressive that time by Tyler Berlinger.
You know, Dave, we talked about it a lot. 95% of attacking the press is being confident and being aggressive. On that, when they had to swing over, he took the ball into the middle and was aggressive, and he got a layup.
Butler hangs on to it. Some pressure in there. Wilson with the basketball, moving over to that right side, and again just kind of trying to figure out this defense. This is about as slow as you'll see North go for the most part, being very deliberate on this offensive set. Wilson managed to hang on to that ball. That was a nice job of maintaining control, and then they lose it on the pass. Here come the Tigers.
And these possessions here, when you get a steal, you have to go and get a really good possession on offense.
Good fake on the 3. He'll take it all the way in and lay it up and in. That was a nice move by Logie.
That was a good possession. They really needed a score.
21-12. North going to attack. Go right inside, and the left-handed layup will not go. And on the rebound, hauled down by the Tigers. Now you just got to get it out of traffic there. And a whistle, and apparently a foul will be called. Look at this move.
Yeah, look, nice footwork, pump fake, put it on the floor, be able to finish with the layup. Nice pump fake. He's a big kid. I really like his game.
Ball will be inbounded by the Tigers. And again, this is an opportunity for North to apply their pressure, which has worked beautifully for them so far here in the early going. Yeah. Donnerman will throw it in, get it right back. Over to Logie. He'll let it fly over to Tiernan. And then that shot is not going to go. But the nice follow. Yeah. Can't get it. One more time. Kicks back to Logie. And they try to penetrate the middle. Tough spot to be. Again, just kind of winding it down. Another bad pass and another good defensive play. Out of bounds. That's going to go to Minneapolis North. Polars get the basketball.
And every time Morris is aggressive going to the basket, they find things. When they start to be a little passive, that's when they get in trouble. So if they can just continue to be aggressive and attack the basket, look to score, they'll be able to get back into this game.
Butler trying to get Logie in the air, and he holds his position, so kicks it out to Willie Wilson. And the Sanders on the drive inside. Nobody stops him, and Rio goes right in and makes another nice play. He's off to a really good start for the Polars.
They're really starting to figure out this little matchup zone, man-to-man, that Morris has been playing.
Logie, another fake. Good kick. Good looking three from the outside. Perfect. And Cole Wente is in the books with that three.
Anytime they get the ball going towards the basket, they collapse the defense and they get wide open shots. They have to continue to stay aggressive against this trap.
Out on top, McCrimmon. That's Sanders looking to get inside. He does it well, and a beautiful pass into Butler. Now Butler, a tough angler, but he was fouled on the way up.
And right here, so what Morris is trying to do is they're playing a little bit of a fan defense and then funneling everything into Jackson. And it's Jackson's responsibility to block this shot right here. And then on this one, he collapsed the defense down to be able to kick out. So on defense, he either has to make a decision on if he wants to block or take the charge. On that one, he kind of got caught in the middle.
Butler had 15 in the opening game. He's got 5 points to start this one. Jacob, a 6'5" senior, and the southpaw gets that one too. So increases the lead by 10 for the Polars. The early lead was with Tigers, and now they're going to throw it away on that pressure again. Boy, they're really struggling to get that figured out.
Yeah, sometimes they're really confident, and sometimes that confidence just disappears.
Durgan Decker comes back into the ball game, and taking a little break will be Toby Donnerman for the Tigers. Meanwhile, the inbound pass out on top. And they'll try deep down in that corner now. This is Sanders is off to a rip-roaring, really good start. He gets a screen and then unable to go through that. So the open look for three that time is not going to go for North, and the rebound goes to the Tigers. That shot by Sager, a little bit off. In the middle, Logie spin, handles the ball nicely. Then a nice soft touch.
Just a beautiful catch and a beautiful finish from the big guy. And that's when big guys can run and catch, that's when you know they're special.
He took a little shot on the arm. He's double checking it there just to make sure it's not bleeding. The rebound by Butler. That just stripped from behind. Boy, that's heads up, and there's the trap. They kick it out of there. Here comes Logie. Good feed right to the hoop. The layup not going to be good. Just too hard. And look at this.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Miss a wide open layup on the other end. You give up one on the other. That's just how fast the Polars are. They'll be able to change the floor so quickly.
Good job. Boy, coming to the ball game, Tyler Berlinger has done a nice job. He's a 5'11" junior. That's him right there trying to go in, and the foul is called as he is bumped on the way in. That'll be against Minneapolis North.
Look at this catch here. A little pirouette, and And I just like the touch. Look at the touch off this fingertip right here. And just lay that ball off the glass. Nice little finger roll to get that thing there. And then right here, look how fast they change. It's like 1-2, and that's a basket for a reverse layup.
Under the basket. And the pass comes in to Durgan Decker, and he does a nice job getting that lined up for a layup. 27-19. Minneapolis North with the lead.
You can cue that one up to the coach.
Butler fadeaway. Not going to go tipped out, though. Go outside to Willie Wilson. Willie's mom played here on this court. She used to start for the Golden Gophers in Williams Arena. And body's down, and is he hurt? No, he'll be okay. Helped up. A little sportsmanship action there. We saw a lot of that in the last game as well. Kind of cool to watch these kids help one another.
That was a nice wall up from Logie. That's what they want him to do. Everything is funneled to him, so he has to come over to either contest, block, or take a charge.
You know, Willie, who's going to inbound the ball here, his dad was Odell Wilson, who played behind DJ Dozier at Penn State.
Yes. You know, in our coaches meeting, Larry talked about him being around North since he was a little kid. So.
Yeah, couldn't get him out of the gym.
That's right. Oh.
And that's going to go back to the Tigers. There's a look at Mark Torgerson. St. Cloud State grads, 592 wins on his resume. Isn't that something?
Yeah, he's done a really good job.
Really tough defense. A three is put up and not going to go. Rebound hauled down. Sager has it. 6'4" junior outlet to Wilson. Back out on top now. This is McCrimmon. He'll give it over to Sanders and try to set the offense from that left side. We're under 6 minutes to go. 27-19. Polars with the lead. Tigers on defense. Wilson inside. Let's see if they get that one-on-one big guy matchup down there, and they'll pass it back out. Sanders driving again. Nice effort. Ball tipped out of bounds off of Morris area. Timeout on the court here on 45 TV. We'll fast break you right into the break here in your living room.
Hey everyone, it's Dr. Chuck Ells, and that means it's time for the Fan Cam, brought to you by Xfinity Flex.
All right, on the Fan Cam, we're looking at the fans, and once they figure out they're on camera, they're, well, the Tiger is here from Morris area, Chicago, Alberta. And there's the Polar for life.
There it is. Everyone over there is like, no, get me off this camera. I like the orange.
Yeah, that's great. The afternoon crew, man, you couldn't. You just couldn't stop them from standing up and cheering. It was really fun. The fans were going nuts here. And early in the game, it's always a little slower time. But the second half, I guarantee you, things will change in a hurry. And a lot of these fans, if it's close, won't be sitting down. Sanders.
Let's see what Coach McKenzie drew up out of the timeout.
McCrimmon. And that is Tiernan coming up on him. So we'll go to Sanders as he guarded over there by Wente. And then the deep three circles the rim. One shot and done. Good board work that time by the Tigers.
It's got to be a good possession here for Morris. Oh, nice.
Logie, oh man, hangs on the rim and he got it.
Got a little lucky. It's almost around his feet. I didn't know if he was going to be able to pick it up or not.
Well, obviously everything rotates around him. He's having a great start. Keeping the Tigers in this thing. 27-21 the three, and that will not go. Rebound battle for North has it. Logie knocks it loose. Ghani picks it back up and trying to get inside the lane and putting it up and in again is D'Amico Anderson. He has been really playing well in the playoffs.
And that's how you attack a zone. You got to be able to put it down, get into the dribble, get into the lane, and shoot that nice little floater over the bigger defender.
Yeah, he finished the regular Logie from deep outside and just a good, smooth, not a whole lot of arch in that. He just gets it to where it needs to go.
Yeah, they're going to have to come up and guard him. He's good enough to keep him in the game. 5 points down, McCrimmon. Nice shot from the right spot, too. That's a good spot for him. They're starting to get more confident in how to attack this zone. Putting the ball into the gaps and shooting the ball with confidence.
to the hoop, driving, splitting the gap a little too hard to get off the glass. Nice move to get through everybody. Polar's going inside. Got to kick it out to the corner. Nothing there. Boy, they are so fast. And there's a good no-look pass. And the shot won't go. And on the rebound, coming up out of the bottom is Durgan Decker. He's going to leap past that. That's Jurgensen with it. And now they got a trap going on them, and they just got to kind of.
If you're taking the ball down the sideline, you are going to get trapped. So if you're Morris, you got to be telling them you're going to be able to. I think his dad taught him how to shoot. Just like him.
No, his dad could shoot.
Oh yeah, his dad was a really good shooter out there from the three-point line. You think he'd be mad that I said that? You know how kids are.
I think you're pretty just excited to be here in that state AA semifinal right now. They've had a great year down there, or up there, I should say. Underneath, there's Logie again. Boy, he is unstoppable at this point.
That was a nice seal for him. Worked this guy up the lane, caught it nice and soft off the backboard.
He's already got 15 in the first half. Wilson feeds it down in the corner. No shot there. Butler in the lane. Try the other side. It's on the way, and that one's good. Good follow through by Anderson.
I thought that was a really good decision. He got the ball in the middle. Instead of trying to challenge the shot blocker, he drew him, condensed the defense, and then kicked it out for the three.
And he's going to get across. In time, just in time. You can hear the fans. They were all thinking they had it timed. And the open look, the good kick back out. And that's a three right there.
He needed that. He's been struggling with that pressure. That must felt good for him.
That's Tiernan. Got a 5-point game here. North with the ball in this first half. In the hands of McCrimmon. McCrimmon guarded by Wente. He'll bring it back over to the right-hand side. That is Wilson.
If you're wearing orange, Dave, you got to be feeling good where this game is.
Butler down in the corner. McCrimmon making something happen, and now they got to back it back out. Larry Perkins in there. He wears number 15 for North. That little runner. It's a good-looking shot. Good rebound. Can't get it to fly. Logie clears it. And here on the outlet, they're going to push it down. And push it down kind of North style in a hurry.
Yep. Oh, I thought he was going to walk into that three.
Butler, good try. Good, went for the steal. Got a piece of Logie.
Look how he's nice and still. He just catch it. He's got that really nice angle. He just got a really nice touch. And then here, condense, get forward to help. Nice shot. And this is one, Tagger. He really needed that. He's been battling that pressure all day. That's got to give him some confidence that he can really compete with this North team.
Screen out at the top. They got to go out to Logie instead. Tigers with the basketball trying to cut this gap. Was good, just a little bit closer to halftime here. In the corner, they don't want him to go too far. Pass in the middle. Well, they're being patient right now.
We're going to have to find one more score. Someone's going to have to jump up and make a shot. Oh,
Logie got it, draws the foul.
He is just using his body to perfection. That time right there, he kind of walked him up the lane here, and then got him on the high side. Used that elbow on the right-hand side to be able to get that and one in the contact. Right now, he is really playing really well.
Logie at the free throw line and trying to make this a 2-point game if he can right here.
You know, we talked about it. You go through them, and then at some point, you got to start believing. And right now, if you're wearing orange, you're starting to feel, you're looking at that clock, you're starting to feel like, hey, if I can stay in it, we can start to make some plays. We may have a chance.
14-7 run here over the last 6.5 minutes for the Tigers. A good effort out there. That was a heck of a try by Tyler Berlinger, but stepped out of bounds. So North will get it right in front of the scorer's table, and Anderson will inbound the ball.
I would like to see them run that little high screen play that they did to be able to get the ball handler moving and then get some opportunities to attack this zone off the dribble.
Well, Butler, that's a good spot for him.
Yes.
And then on the rebound, it's knocked away by Logie. And what's the call?
Goaltending?
I think he's calling a foul prior to that. I don't think it's the block. I think it's below the block. I wonder if it isn't on Gonerman. Let's see.
So let's see. So there's a charge. Nope, no goaltending. It's on the way up.
No goaltending, and they called the foul on Gonnerman, I thought.
So when you ask why is it not a goaltending, because the ball is still on the way up. You see, normally the trick on seeing if the ball is on the way down is when the rotation of the ball stops. So, if it goes up and then all of a sudden when it stops, that's when you can kind of tell if it's goaltending or not. Just a little tip.
That was a beautiful block, too.
He's been impressive on both ends.
Butler calmly stands up there. Jacob gets both of them. At 1:17, down by 5. Here comes that pressure.
Let's see if they can break it.
Tiernan will bring it up, and that time he does a nice job. Gets past Wilson, then looks at a trap. A double team, gets rid of it quickly. Looking down low post, there's Logie right to the hoop. He's feeling it, trying to drive, and he draws a foul. And who's this on? Stevens has 1. Butler has 2, and I don't know who they're going to call this one on. They called that on Stevens, and Quincy, that I think is his 3rd, according to LSC. No, we adjusted. Butler has 2, Stevens has 2, Anderson has 2.
You know what I liked on that? He went quick. He caught that, and he was like, I'm not waiting for anyone to come double, and I'm attacking the basket.
North down, quickly down. Under a minute to go, the three-point. That's a good spot. And Anderson's got another 3.
Allows him to get into that press.
All alone, the 3 from the other side, and that's going to go. Boy, Cole Wente had time to line it up, and did he?
Yes.
This is a scoring machine going on here by both guys. Wilson, nice feed to Donnie Stevens. Gonnerman got him pretty good. And a little slow to get up, and then Logie's over there checking to see if he's okay. A big pat on the back from Wente.
He had all day. I'm glad he took that shot. That's the shot when I talk about you need to believe. That's that confidence shot, right? You have nothing to lose. Why not, right?
So Donnie Stevens starting here tonight. He had 14 actually in the quarterfinals. Had a great game. He has yet to score here. He's been busy trying to play defense on Logie. 36 seconds left. His team up by 4. And the 6'7" senior from the stripe. Perfect.
And I like his aggressiveness, And one thing that I would love for him to do when he gets down there is use his power to then bump him and then go up for a shot, and create that separation. You got it. Just go ahead and make that shot.
Isaac Hill comes in the game for the Polars. 26-6 on the season. #1 seed in this tournament. And it's good. So he does a good job.
Yeah, he's got a beautiful throw.
41-35. Pressure applied. Again, really rattled the Tigers for a while. They're playing much better against now, but trying to avoid that trap as soon as they can. A nice series of passes, only to miss that shot. They move it out. Plenty of time. 22 seconds. They'll kick it back out.
I thought he was going to shoot it.
Butler comes out on Thomas Tiernan. Kieran's going to try to play next year at college as well. He's open shot. Couldn't get closer. What a rebound by Logie. He's going to draw a foul. And now that will be 3rd fault. That's on Stevens. It'll be number 3 on Ghani. And that's going to be an interesting conundrum there for Coach McKenzie in the second half.
That was a beautiful execution. So when they got back and got it, they went a little bit of a dribble, high pick and roll. And because Logie has been playing so well, when he rolled to the basket, he took 2 with him. But the one thing, that shot was so soft coming off the rim, it allowed him to be able to reach back and get that one-handed rebound.
He is 6'8". Senior, we mentioned, he's headed to Augustana next year to play hoops. And he gets that one, and he'll get another one.
I mean, like I said before, if you're wearing orange, you got to be happy right now. You're looking at this score going into halftime, and it's like, this is a perfect script, right? You're right there.
Yep. Well, he has got 21 of the 36 points right now.
That's okay. That's what you do. You come to the state to become a legend.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is where it happens. And one more time, and that got both of them. So Logie does it on the other side, too. A 4-point lead, 5 seconds to go. North down in a hurry, and the beautiful drive at the buzzer. Sanders just played that about as perfect as you can.
Heartbreaking. In that situation here, you would think that he would pull up for a three, but what did he do? No, he attacked the gap and then went right at the big shot blocker. And then Logie had to make a decision if he wanted to get a foul or let him go.
Well, Sanders hit a first half of doing that, driving real well. So at halftime, we've got a 6-point lead in favor of Minneapolis North, the Polars, and this is a good game against the Tigers of Morris area, Chicago, Alberta. Much more to come at halftime with Troy and Chris right here on 45 TV.
The tournaments on 45 TV are brought to you by Tria Orthopedics. That's why you're treated and how you're treated by Tria.
Minneapolis North was up by as many as 13 thanks to some fantastic outside shooting. Each team hitting 4 3-pointers out from D'Amico Anderson as the Polars lead Morris area, Chocayo, Alberta here at halftime of the Class 2A semifinals. Chris Long rejoined by Troy Bell. Looked like things might get away from Morris area a little bit. North with a really good start. What were your thoughts on what we saw in the first half?
Jackson Logie was in his bag. Very impressed with this guy. He showed everybody why he's going to Augustana. I'm excited to see what he's going to do in the second half.
Well, he has right now 22 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 blocks. And those blocks have been big on the defensive side, helping sort of stem that tide as North tried to run away. This is not a one-dimensional basketball player.
And not only that, he's not settling for jump shots. He's putting his shoulder into the body of the North High bigs, and he's going to work. How else do you say it? This guy is going to work.
Minneapolis North sort of using everybody to shoulder that offensive load. D'Amico Anderson has 11, so does Rio Sanders. Rio got them off to a quick start. You see Logie here with the touch from outside. Jacob Butler, 7 rebounds, so everybody's sharing the load for North.
I mean, if you like pace, this is the game for you. I'm happy to see D'Amico Anderson getting back in his bag. And Sanders, I don't know where you were the last game, but you showed up today.
Head coach Mark Torgerson's been Morris area, Chocayo, Alberta, a long time, 35 years, more than a few wins. He's not at all worried if his team's coming into halftime down 6 points.
I wouldn't count him out. I would not count him out. He's a great coach. He's been here before. I know he's cooking up something right now to come back and battle the Polars.
North, do you change anything, or do you just tell them keep doing what they're doing?
I probably will keep doing what I'm doing. I don't know what there is to change. They're knocking down threes. They're out in transition. They're getting traps. I mean, I don't know what you change.
All right, we'll look at the highlights from the first half, run down some statistics for you as we get set to look ahead to the second half. Minneapolis North leading Morris area 43-37. Morris area, Chocayo, Alberta was down 13. Looked like things might be getting away, but I'll tell you what, Jackson Logie, what a first half. 22 points, 4 rebounds, 3 blocks.
What more could you ask from former player?
He's going to drive the bus home after the game, I think, too.
I mean, he's getting it. He's been getting it done all night. What I like is that he's continuing to go at the chest of the North bigs. I didn't want to see him settle for jump shots.
Knew that North would try and use a fast transition offense. They've been hitting their shots as well. Jacob Butler hits the J, and then Rio Sanders had the hot start to get that big lead early. He has 11 points.
He really did. He's a pit bull out there. He's relentless. He's strong. I mean, I'm glad to see him playing with this type of passion and emotion, and things are going his way tonight.
D'Amico Anderson also chipping in 11 points, driving here. Going to see him hit a 3 as well. As North did a pretty nice job shooting 48.5%, but Morris actually outshot them in the first half at North, making the most of their points as they have a 43-37 lead here at halftime. Tournament stats brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Start with solar. Final thoughts before we go to the second half?
The points off turnovers, you know, it's hard to stop that.
The tournaments on 45 TV are brought to you by Nissan. For great offers on Nissan's most exciting lineup ever, shop nissanusa.com.
Williams Arena is where we're at. Got a good, fun, offensive first half. 43-37, Minneapolis North with the lead. And, of course, the difference in that score would be what they were doing on defense with that full court press. There's a section champs photo of Coach McKenzie's group.
Dave, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this second half is going to come out. from the Polars, they need to come out and be aggressive. They need to come out and get into that trap. And for Morris, it's time to believe who's going to be that next scorer except for Logie. That's going to be the question that they need to figure out in the second half.
Anderson. Stevens is there now. He went out toward the end of the first half. Ghani did, because he had 3 fouls. And that shot is lined up. And Logie just goes up and just manages to hang on to the ball. I mean,
he does a really good job of rebounding out of his space.
Moving it in for the 10-foot jumper. That's not going to go. Rebound tipped out. It'll be North, and there they got the fast break. This is Wilson. Defense trying to get back on him, and they run to the hoop, but he can't get the shot to drop. And what a beautiful play by Anderson to keep it alive.
Second chance. We talked about that all the time. 50-50 ball. Who wins that? Coming out of halftime, looks like the Polars are ready to go.
Sanders had a remarkable first half, had 11 points, but he just made things happen. That big bucket right before the buzzer, too.
Really attacking the basket. They have to get in the gaps and really attack this zone/man.
Rebound tipped around, and Logie, when he loses it to Ghani. Stevens knocks it loose. Butler has it. Now he'll have it knocked out of his hands. That's going to go back to the Tigers. A series of quick defensive moves there by both squads.
Well, both of them need to be aggressive. You know, they act like they're not aggressive teams. When you get that ball, you got to chin it, put it in there, and be physical. Like, you know, hey, someone's going to be around.
Decker trying to avoid that trap. That was what killed him early by the midway through the first half. The three-pointer on the way. Too much. Logie reaches back, gets the rebound, misses the second shot, though. And here comes Anderson now, or Sanders rather. Mario will take it up. Wilson, baseline, trying to get some position. Good pass to Stevens, blocked by Logie, and that's his first foul.
That's what you got to do sometimes. You got to attack the shot blocker. So right here, you see the shot blocker. And what you want to do is attack his body and then be able to go up. You allow space. That's what shot blockers want. They want that space, and if you can close that space, that's when you can get to their body. You can move the ball and be able to get your shot off.
Stevens had 14 in the first win in the quarterfinals, and he has 3 here tonight, all coming from the free throw line.
There's a really good stroke from that free throw line.
Yeah, he does.
Nice high release.
Well, 45-37. North on the board here in the second half. Tigers have it. There comes that trap. They get rid of it quick. They've kind of picked up on that. Logie now to the hoop and a block, and then off of Logie's legs and out of bounds by Butler. And Butler's yelling at the Tiger fans, and they're that's what the noise is.
Let's see here. Look.
Oh boy. Oh my. Well, that might have been.
Well, you know, the ebb and flows of whistles.
Good play by Butler, though. Either way,
might have been a little too loud in here for us to hear it.
Yeah, the fans are into it, and they're both sides. And a nice drive to the basket. Logie probably got a piece of that one.
Yeah, it looked like he deflected it a little bit.
Inbound pass coming from underneath. Willie Wilson will go over there and throw it in. So Wilson looking for something underneath to Butler or Stevens if he can, and then he throws it to Stevens, but just took too much time. Boy, Stevens finally got under that bucket where he wanted him, but just a hair too late.
We talked about it. It's just the small turnovers, right? If this game comes down to the last second shot, you always think about all these little turnovers that you had that you could have prevented.
Against the pressure, dangerous pass. Good fake going inside, and look for something low, nothing there. So let's pop the three from this side, and that's not going to go. And on the rebound,
nice rebound,
Tigers had it. North has it. Good hustle by Stevens, and that is going to go back to the Tigers. But that was an impressive effort, I'll tell you that.
That's the way you go after the ball. Be aggressive. See where was he out of bounds when he touched it?
And another close play.
I don't know.
Turnaround jumper. That time for Logie just off the back of the iron, a little further out than he was most of the first half.
He's cooled down a little bit. Uh-oh.
Another pass. It's Aaron pass. This time's going to go the Tigers' way. And
nice defense. Nice play.
Boy, that is Sanders. That's a big-time play. And Butler's all by himself. Rio Sanders.
That's
wow.
A great play. To be able to go and move your body, to be able to get your hands without fouling. Oh.
And now Stevens comes up on the pass. Boy, they're cutting off those passing lanes so fast. McCrimmon's back in the ballgame. There's Stevens now. And it's stripped from him. Decker. There's some great defense being played here. And the lead pass, and again, Stevens picks off that passing lane.
A lot of hustle out there. And the passes are a little too soft. They need to be a little bit more aggressive. And that's the reason why when you float it, it allows that defender to be able to come and make a play on the ball.
Crowd's loving it. They're loving the effort by both squads. 10-point lead here for the Polars.
That is just a beautiful play with your hands. And then after that, you got to always check the basket and make sure. Now, I don't know if he got back in. I don't know if he reestablished position fast enough because you got to get 2 feet in. So, but let's see. Let's see if he got back in. Oh, I couldn't see from that angle. But what a hell of a pass.
Yeah, it was a good pass. Yeah, it was a great play. And a great hustle play. Nobody's lacking any energy out there, that's for sure. So Butler has a conversation with Sager. They're talking, trying to make sure Logie doesn't hurt him. He hasn't scored in the second half. He had 22 in the first half, matched his uniform number.
Yeah, his first couple of shots were a turnaround. I think a little bit of contact on the first one, but I'm pretty sure he'll probably get it going here shortly.
The three-pointer on the way, just a quick release, not going to go. And look at here they go, pushing it down in a hurry. That's McCrimmon. Off to Sanders. He'll set the offense again. Slow it down just a little bit for North. A lot of points in that first half. 47-37 now. And so far in the first over 3 minutes of play, the Tigers haven't scored. Look at that, just kind of stop and pop that little push shot.
Yeah, he saw Logie coming, so he made sure he's going to get it up nice and high. Be aggressive. There you go.
And the layup is up.
There you go. You have to be aggressive. You have to come downhill. Young people out there, if you're pressing, once you get it past that first line, you have the advantage. You can score. You have to continue to be aggressive.
Nothing in the corner there. So back out on the top.
Dribble drive. Yes, dribble drive. Oh.
And that fall is going to be on Sanders. Offensive foul. That's his first.
Yeah, that's a charge. He was there. That's the way you put your body on the line.
Wente, yeah, looks like he had position. So now it looks like they'll take the pressure off a little bit, at least on the inbound pass. We'll see now. Detrell McCrimmon's going to come up and pick him up 3/4 court.
And they really want to get you on that sideline. They want to let you get across.
Logie slicing down the middle, and he just gets it done. Boy, Jackson Logie is impressing a lot of people here in this arena right now.
That's beautiful. He just took his time, made sure he didn't hit anyone, run it over.
Just looked up as he caught the pass, looking at what he's going to do, and it just falls off his hands, out of bounds. Turnover, 49-41.
So here, he gets in here, and he takes his time, and he splits those two. And he has such nice touch. You see that ball rolling off his fingers? Big guy. Good nice touch.
Yeah, Logie on him. Well, Logie, that's the thing. He's been a hot streak his career, shooting 58% for the season. Got a lot of the school records and milestones over there. He has over 2,500 points coming in this tournament, over 1,300 rebounds. Those are school records. But the other part of that is 400 assists, third all-time in that category.
Yeah, he's really been playing well in this situation right here. Morrison is going to have to find one more score to help him out.
And to the basket. He knew he was going to draw the foul, and he got the shot off just in case.
In that situation, you can't gamble. You know, they were struggling a little bit. And right here, you go for the steal, and that's where you give him the advantage. And for him, what he does is that he just attacks your body. When you're playing defense on a great scorer, you can't give him angles. You just got to be steady, make him score over the top of you.
Oh, by the way, Jackson Logie's #1 in his class. There's not much he isn't doing right now. So he's at the free throw line again, trying to cut the gap here.
This is another thing that really makes him a standout, is that he can go to the free throw line and knock down free throws. As I say it,
Wilson. Kremen back to Wilson, playing a little catch and top.
Dribble drive. They have to be able to get into these gaps. Yeah, see, this is what I like right here. This right here creates havoc for that Morris defense.
That shot landed on the out-of-bounds line, so that will go back to the Tigers.
And he rushed that, but that's the shot that you want. So
yep.
Anytime you come and screen that zone, you're creating opportunities to drive, and that's exactly what North has to do.
Ball tipped, full court pressure. Going to try to dribble through that double, and the ball's knocked out of bounds. Good play by McCrimmon, though, to get the ball, his hand on the ball, knock it out.
North is really going to try to push tempo right here.
Butler will try to cause trouble on that inbound pass. Got to go way back with it, but they do. That is to Tiernan. He'll push it up and then stop and set it up over on the right-hand side. This is Wente.
A little UCLA action. Oh, there he is.
And that shot is up. And a good goal on the other side. You got to like the way Berlinger's come in here and played off the bench.
Yeah, he's been willing to take some charges, go to the offensive rebound, really stick his nose in there.
Now keep in mind that last ball, by the way, was the 4th on Stevens for North. Butler having a good solid game again.
I love this dribble drive. That's what they have to do, is dribble drive.
Logie clears the boards. Tiernan will bring it up on that outlet pass.
Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
Logie thinking about 3, and then inside to his teammate. Kick it out the other way. That's a good looking play right there.
Got to be aggressive. You've got to be aggressive.
And you get some scoring outside of your center. Now it's a 3-point game.
Who's going to be that second scorer? That's the question.
It's a 9-0 run right now for the Tigers.
Now North, they need to just be patient. They need to attack and finish. Oh, he might have traveled.
Yep.
That's what size do to you. Size will do that to you. What a nice offensive rebound.
Quincy, let's look at the game summary so far.
Hey, it's been a battle between the power of Logie. He's been doing everything inside, outside, making plays, showing touch, showing three-pointers, really passing. And then also it's been the fast break ability of North. You got Butler taking it to the basket. You got Anderson and you got Sanders all really just attacking the basket. And really the game is going to come down to which team can execute. Can Morris find that second score? And for North, can they sustain and put a couple of offensive sets together and get some scores to try to get this game out of reach for Morrison? We see a little zone.
Tigers out on top. That's Cole Wente right there. Over to Tyler Berlinger. Looking for a screen there from Logie.
Oh, he's got it. Oh, I thought he was going to shoot it.
There's a baseline jumper. That's a good spot to shoot it from right there. Tiernan gets his 7th point of the game.
If he can get to like 15, they'll get a chance. They'll have a chance if he can get to 15. I think that's the magic number for him.
We got a 1-point game going right now inside. Sager against Logie.
Drive. Yes.
There's Sanders.
Yes.
And a great pass by a good feed
Every
by
time
Sanders.
you get into the lane, you know, we've been talking about it. Make the big step up and then find people behind them so you don't have to engage that shot blocker.
Tigers down by 3, trying to cut this gap on the big run that they've had now. And trying to maintain a close game here.
Sager's got to look for his 3 right here. Oh, step into that.
Slowing the pace down a little bit now. Boy, it was a rapid pace in that first half. No doubt about that. Well played, really fun, good crowd.
Watch Sager in the corner.
Excitement. And inside, down low, and a lot of contact there. No whistle. And one more time. And big bump there, and no whistle again. They're letting him play.
That's tough.
And now the other way. That time.
Oh, he called a flop. Oh. Beautiful game it is. Let's see it. Yeah, great call. Great call. Yeah, he was moving a little bit.
And Wilson puts his shoulder down a little bit too.
Yeah, but he's
but there was no, he was not stable, was he? He was moving into that.
It's a great call.
Willie's got his 5th point. He had 20 yesterday in the quarterfinals. That's the thing about North. Anybody can pop in a bunch.
And the way the game has been going, it's been so inside out, and it's been a drive or a kick. So the ball's really been moving and being shared.
Increases that lead down to 53-48. Headed down to 1 at one point. Tigers are not folding by any stretch. Boy, this North team can do that too. They can rattle you. We've seen it for many years.
That's what they do.
Tigers.
The pressure. They're back to man-to-man.
Looking down low. Logie has it. And again, just a ball up for grabs. He gets it on the baseline, passes it in, picked off. And here comes North in a hurry. Sanders stolen.
Nice.
What a great play, and then can't hang on to it.
That's a nice defensive play.
Yeah, great play by Wente, but couldn't grip the ball afterwards, and so it'll go right back to North. Polars coached by Larry McKenzie, the Wisconsin River Falls grad. Mark Torgerson went to St. Cloud State over on the other side for the Tigers. And that shot is rejected. Logie one more time over the top of him. Right there on that shot. D'Amico Anderson, I believe, just joined the 1,000-point club.
Hey, congratulations.
Yeah, great achievement for him.
Some specialists for 1,000 points.
And there's a foul down low. Away from the shot.
Attacking the big. I like it. And then you got it right up. Yes. Nice little floater.
Yeah, great recovery. You get blocked, you just go back after it. And that was the 1,000th-point shot right there for D'Amico. What a career for the Polars. He's a senior. Logie in the corner. He'll shoot the three as the defender drops down, and he nails it. Not much he can't do. Back to a 4-point game.
They're playing a great game. All right, back in the zone. So when the Polars have attacked the basket and got into the gaps, that's when they've seen success attacking this zone defense.
Sanders and Wilson. Crowds are great tonight, both sides. Boy, being very deliberate right here.
Yeah.
Sanders split in the middle all night. Drives in the lane. There's
he called a charge.
Yep, offensive foul.
It's almost out to the NBA line. The big yellow. He's got some range. I've been very impressed with his touch.
Sanders is slow to get up.
Yeah, I think he twisted his ankle a little bit.
No, that's not good because they have already lost one player, Rich, to a broken hand in the last game.
Oh, that was a collision there, boy.
Yeah, that was the big time. So we hope he'll be just fine. He walked off on his own power. We'll tape that up, but that hurt. He's played a great game. Oh, man, what a nice effort. Now Logie turns around off the glass. That won't go.
Yeah. The North bigs have to stop gambling, because that gives Logie the advantage.
Sager back off, quick passing.
Let's see, use his dribble.
Running the block by Logie, and then he grabs the ball and he feeds it out the outlet, and here come the Tigers.
Oh, look at him running down the middle.
That's going to be trouble right now. Now they get rid of it, and a reverse layup, and that is not going to go in. And here comes North, and they're going to push it. They got a man advantage here. And the three on the way. It is not going to go. Rebound again on the battle. Boy, this is a battle.
It is.
Slowing it down a little bit. Wente says, let's get this offense set up here. And they go down to the corner. That is Tiernan bringing it back out. And in the lane, a little jumper. No good. Rebound batted around.
Oh.
And the ball is a timeout called?
I think it's a foul.
Oh, foul. Sure it was. The foul's going to be on McCrimmon.
Look at this nice timing. He didn't close the gap. Okay, let's see, we're here. Maybe because he got into the legs of him. Oh, nice move.
Oh, great
nice
move by Logie.
Yes. Rocked him. Gave him a nice little jab step. Opened up that drive, that right-hand drive.
Yeah, Logie had 32 points in the game.
Got to attack the gap.
Wide open. Oh, that's a shot. Good play, Butler. He's playing he's steady. He is just consistent.
You know, sometimes on offensive rebounds, you just got to go to the front of the rim, and you never know.
Tiernan. Decker. Tigers looking down low, nothing there. North not giving them a lot of room either there to get that shot off. 4-point lead. They'll go down. Logie's alone.
Oh. He uses his body so well. He allows you to get on the top side, and then as the ball moves around, he keeps that contact and be able to finish. Right here, sometimes you just got to go to the front of the rim and you get lucky.
Well, Williams Arena, we got a beauty now. That's what's going to happen next year. Caledonia and Annandale, and that should be a great game. This has been just a marvelous game. A lot of scoring. The halftime score was 43-37. Now we got a 2-point difference, and that's a good look at a man who has been working as hard as anybody out here tonight. Gani Stevens, who started this game, the 6'7" senior, and he's got the job of guarding that guy right there, Logie, who at this point in the game has 34 points. Now Stevens is working with 4 fouls, but I got to say, Quincy, Stevens, I think, has played a marvelous game as far as his hustle and some of the plays he's made away from the ball, and all in his starting role.
He's been making them work.
Well, that's just Anderson doing what he does, just calmly putting in a 3-pointer. 60-55 now.
That was a big three. That was a really big three for North.
From the other way, they got to have a little scoring help for Logie, and that time bounces off.
If he can find a couple of threes, they'll have a chance. Right now, they're just searching for someone other than Logie to get into the scoring column.
McCrimmon.
Dribble drive. Got to get into the gap. Shrink that defense and make a pass for somebody else.
Wilson. And keep in mind now, Sanders has not come back in the game since it looked like he may have twisted his ankle. Stevens won't take that shot. They'll back it up. Boy, they're being very, very patient right now. Clock under 5 minutes. North with the lead. Tigers continue to come back despite getting down. Good look for 3. McCrimmon. Oh, no, too much. Logie gets double teamed on the board.
Got to push it out. Got to push it.
Oh, my goodness. Oh. Throw the ball behind the guy and it goes out of bounds.
Those are the little ones. Those are the little ones there. Yeah, you had a guy go down. Sometimes that's the hardest shot to make, is a wide open shot, but he knocked that down. That was big. That could be almost the player of the game right now. You know, with 4 minutes left, no shot clock. It's almost plays like a 2-minute game. These next 3 possessions are going to be really big to see, you know, if Morrison is going to have a chance to come back and really contend for this game.
Oh, there's Sanders. He's back in the game now. That's good. He looks all right. Probably taped that ankle up. I didn't see on the sideline if they did. And he drives the lane, doesn't go. Here come the Tigers. They got a 2-on-1. All the way in and trying to carry that over to the left side, but drawing the foul and going to the free throw line is Brandon Jurgensen.
Let's see here. Oh, he got away with a little bit of a carry.
Two points in this game, 13 in the first game of this state tournament.
2 big free throws here. 2 big free throws. So if you're North, it's all about good possessions from here on out. Attack the zone, get into the gaps, and someone step up with some confidence to knock down a shot.
3-point game.
Big possession right here. Get some movement. Attack the gaps. Well, there you go. There you go.
Fans are into this thing. And Wilson, good board work underneath there. Nice bounce for him. And he is going to feed it off to Stevens.
Nice.
And Ghani's fired up on that shot.
That was a big offensive rebound. Physicality. He just went and got it.
Every time the Tigers get close, North gets that important bucket. Here's Logie. He's had a monstrous game. Rebound. Good job. Second shot blocked, though. Butler has a big rebound right there with 3.5 less than that now to go.
Did something good. Did something good. Attack. Dribble penetration.
Stevens, and they go for the steal, and a foul is called.
Right here, so got to get that big guy to commit and then dish it off. That's why you have to attack the bigs, to be able to create for someone else. When you have a great shot blocker, you want to engage him and then dish it off to someone else. You don't want to necessarily attack him head on.
3:06. Sanders are going to back off on him a little bit now. He's moving well, though. He looks good.
Yeah, he looks real good.
Butler with the pick. Wilson trying to drive. The shovel to Butler. Logie just a block one more time. Logie again. And then he's fouled.
So when you go against a shot blocker, you see that space? You cannot allow the space. Right there, you see the space again? When the big guy has that space.
Oh, boy. Ooh, right in the face. And that is on Ghani Stevens, who's played a great game. But if that's on Stevens, that'll be number 5.
That's a good block there. Twice. And right here, yes. Oh,
boy.
Yeah. That's a foul.
Well, yeah, he was hustling like crazy. Stevens, he was making some great dives and the ball.
When you play against someone of the stature of Logie, hey, give him 5 fouls, making him work. That's not a bad day. Look, hey, he missed the layup, he missed the free throw.
And the rebound goes to the Tigers, and that's trap material down there, and they'll lose it. And then a foul. That's probably a good foul.
That's a great foul. Because by far they would have had a free throw. I mean, a layup.
Yeah. And this won't be a shot either. This will be an inbound pass. 2:39 to go. We got a 5-point difference here. North and the Tigers, and a beauty here in the AA semifinals from Williams Arena on the campus here at the University of Minnesota in Minneapolis. And another good one coming up after this. And then tomorrow, championship day. You start your day with us at 11 o'clock in the morning on 45 TV. Looking forward to that. Don't forget now, 11 o'clock, first game tomorrow. And there's a foul out on top. Tigers will take that, stop the clock, 2:26, but there's no shot as of yet. There's Coach McKenzie. Larry, high school teammate when he was playing at Miami Beach High School. Hollywood actor Andy Garcia. How about that?
Really?
Yeah, Garcia was Untouchables. What else? Internal Affairs, Godfather, Free. Nominated for Oscars and Emmys, Golden Globes. Anyway, they were basketball teammates.
What type of player do you think he was? You think he was a shooter, or you think he was a...
I don't think he was as good as Larry.
No?
But I don't know. I will have to get the details on what kind of player he was. Let's check our play of the game here. Quincy.
Oh, yes, the steal. So he did a great job of hustling back, getting the hands, not fouling, and making a long court pass. But really, look at this again. Got his here, and then he gets back in, makes a dribble, gets his head up, makes a wonderful pass. Watch his feet. So he goes, hands, gets back in, 2 feet, 1-2, re-entry, long pass. It's a great hustle play.
Play of the game brought to you by Minnesota Rusco since 1955.
So, Dave, 2 minutes left. So, what I'm thinking, they're probably going to come out and want to foul one more time so they can get into the bonus. So, you go get to 6, and then after that, you come back, you set your defense. You don't necessarily have to foul, but you want to make sure you have that foul just in case you need to be in the bonus. Coming back, say it's 5 points, it's a 2-possession game. So I think either you come back, you go quick to Logie, or I think you do a little bit of pick and roll and then maybe go to Tierden and see if he can make a 3 to make it a 1-point possession game.
Logie with 34 points in this game.
Oh, a little 1-2-2, little trap.
Out near that half strike too, Wilson.
I thought he was going to trap him. Oh, there he is.
Anderson's going to split the lane drive, and that's going to be a foul on Tiger. So going to the free throw line will be D'Amico Anderson.
He's had a great game tonight. He's really been aggressive. He's knocked down some threes. He's really the person that's really stepped up and provided the scoring punch for this Polar team.
16 tonight, and use that. They haven't missed a free throw tonight.
All right, now if you're Morris, you got to go down. You got to score quick. Either go down to Logie or try to get a quick 3.
They shoot 50% on free throws. You got a different game to score here. They have hit all of them. They have not missed a shot.
And on the season, they normally, 62%? So.
Yeah, I think I got it added up. I think I got them at 13 for 13, but we can double check that for you. Yep, that's what I have. It's pretty impressive.
It's very impressive.
Yeah, and a good point. 62% on free throw shooting during the season, and you come near at 100% in the semifinal game. That's pretty good. Earlier today here at Williams Arena in the 1A.
Oh, this was a great game. I mean, it was back and forth. We saw some great offense. We saw some toughness. We saw some rebounds, and then at the end, UVE just pulled it out. And right here, oh no, that's not what I was thinking about. But the shot-making ability, the threes, the ebb and flows, and to be able to have this, and unfortunately,
the last play of the game right there, going up for the 3,
he just slipped. Yeah, it was heartbreaking. Instant classic.
So they're going to take on Hayfield in the state title game. That's an 11 o'clock game tomorrow. That should be an awesome game.
It's going to be an awesome game.
But we did see a rising star in Minnesota basketball, Cherry, didn't we? You like him.
He put on a show. He scored on all 3 levels, and it was just fun. I mean, and that's what we love about Minnesota State basketball. You know, this is where you come to become a legend and folks to put yourself on the map.
Isaac Asamoah is the young man we're talking about. A sophomore, has already scored over 2,000 points in his career, and he was the guy, man. He was popping them in left and right.
North goes to his own. Oh,
we got under 2 minutes to work with right here.
They need to get a shot pretty quickly here. They need a 3. Is that it?
It is not. And big rebound right there. Huge rebound.
Maybe foul. Can't let too much time go off.
Anderson's going to take the shot, miss it, rebound.
Don't foul.
Tigers.
Get a quick one. Got to get a quick one.
This is Tiernan. He'll push it.
Yep. Oh.
He's got the open look, and
they
again did not get it.
Got a foul.
We got a foul to give. Logie knows that. He has to go up and help out way back in the backcourt.
From our angle, both of those threes look really good.
Yeah, they were right on they looked like right on the money. Would have been enormous shots. Would have made it a 1-possession game, but as a result of that miss and now this fall, you've got Willie Wilson at the free throw line, as we mentioned. The Polars have taken perfect advantage of every shot they've had from the free throw line.
Oh, the announcer's jinx.
Tigers. Oh, bad pass. Good defensive play, though, on the other hand. I mean, you got to give credit to Sager, who got his hand out there and made that happen.
All night, you know, when we've been talking about Morrison, they've been going towards the basket. They've had success. Anytime that they've been going lateral or away from the basket trying to make plays, that's going to get themselves in trouble.
The North back at the free throw line, leading by 7. You got a minute 11 to go. Boy, one of those threes would have changed it a little bit, wouldn't it?
It would have been a different story. And you still have time. So now, regardless if he makes both or not, come down. You just got to get a quick shot and see if you can get a 3 or a 2. Right now, you just need a basket.
D'Amico Anderson, and that one is going to be a little bit shy. Tigers now down to the final minute here in just a second. And there's Logie, and he will just kind of hang in the air and can't hit that shot. He hasn't missed many tonight, that's for sure, and a quick fall right now. So that's what we're going to see here in the next few seconds. Cole Wente that time picks up the foul.
Yeah, unfortunately, Morrison just didn't find that second score.
That's Zayshawn Rich. He's a starter for this team. Broke his hand in the last game. That's him, number 13. You can see him on the second sideline. There's your numbers.
And they shot so well.
That's a difference maker.
It really has been.
And Logie with the board. Now they're going to push it down. Jackson will bring it down himself. Feed it off. They'll pop the 3. That's on the way. And how about that clutch shot from Sam Klein-Walterin? He comes in the ball game. Senior plays. He played in the first half as well. Give him the shot. It's a 5-point difference now.
They needed somebody to make a 3.
Yeah.
They really did. I mean, when you go back and they look at this film, it's like that second score, if they could have found anyone to make a couple threes, it would have definitely been a different game. But there's still time left. So, you know, this is only a 2-possession game. You have enough time. You still have 1 timeout left. So basically, if you're Morris, you go for a steal. If you don't have it, you foul, and then you come back and you try to get another 3. And basically, you're just trying to add possessions in this game. And if you're North, it's all about getting the ball in bounds, being strong with the ball, getting fouled, walking down to the other end, and making free throws.
Yeah, good state tournament action here today so far. This has been great. Another game to come, as we mentioned, right after this. So North comes out of their huddle, but the Tigers are still in theirs. Coach Torgerson taking as much time as he possibly can to make sure that everybody is on the same page with 49.6 seconds left and a 5-point difference here at Williams Arena. There's Logie, a 34-point night, 13 rebounds. Inbound pass.
Oh, no.
Sanders. And there they got a 2-on-1 break. Butler, though, he won't take it. He's going to push it back. Ball's going to be, or rather, Butler's going to be fouled. And Tiernan will pick it up.
All right, so if you're Morris right now, make or miss, you got to push hard into a 3-pointer. Two-possession game.
Well, the free throw shooting's been outstanding.
This lefty stepped up there very confident. Nice stroke.
One more time for Jacob Butler, 6'5" senior, averages 12 a game. He's at 13 in this one. Tack on another one. So now you got a 7-point swing with 43.1. There's that timeout by the Tigers that tried to discuss some strategy and maybe switch a player, maybe bring a shooter in. And they will. Again, they'll bring in Big Sam there, and he'll come in on the offense.
You got a lot of options. You know, you can do high pick and roll, maybe get Logie, have him pop back, or maybe run a little bit of a misdirection, screen for him, get the defense to react and do a little screen to screener. So it's a 3-possession game. You don't necessarily have to go for the 3 in this situation if you can get a quick 2. maybe, run a little bit of a backdoor for Logie, see if you can get a layup and maybe get them fouled, maybe to be able to get to the free throw line and set up a play. So in this situation, it's not dire to hit a three. You have some options, but the biggest thing is like, you can't have any empty possessions.
Well, they'll give you a good look at the bracket, and that next game should be a beauty as well. Caledonia and Annandale.
Yeah, those are two teams that, want to play in totally different type of styles. One wants to get up and down and be athletic. The other one wants to run and execute.
Well, there's our prime performance player.
Oh, no doubt. He had a wonderful game. Just about everything that you can ask from a big man, from scoring, shooting threes, making plays forever.
Yeah, got to get her down and look out for that trap. They're taking some time to get her down, but
here's a high pick and roll.
Back it up. That three is on the way. That's going to not go, and the rebound Logie again. Oh. That one won't go. And Butler has it. Here comes a fast break. Wilson going down and lays it up and in. Big bucket there for Willie.
And that probably will do it.
Yeah, up to 9 points now. This has been a great game. Logie with the three-point shot on the way. Got 6 seconds. And a foul with 3 seconds.
Just not enough time for the big guy.
No.
He's even making leaning threes.
Only one shot away from 40.
I love it. He gets away from there. Oh, it's an NBA three. Look at that. Nice step, fall away. He's got some nice touch.
Willie Wilson. Their free throw shooting has been outstanding tonight. And Logie's going to take a break and sit down, and he'll get along with his starting teammates. And he gave North a run here, and only in the last few seconds has the gap widened.
The score definitely doesn't tell how close this game was.
And Wilson calmly puts 2 in. And the buzzer sounds. And it's over. And Minneapolis North, the Polars, back in familiar territory in the state championship game. With a 71-63 hard-fought win over Morris area, Chicago, Alberta.
It was a great game. It was a really good game. We saw a lot of good play. We saw a lot of shot-making ability. We've seen kids just playing hard. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything more on both sides. Just a great game, and the higher seed won, and they came out, and and sometimes you find ways to win, and when you look at this stat sheet, it was at the free throw line.
Well, the Tigers fans are up applauding their team. Really neat to see that. And of course, the North fans have been up and cheering as well.
Great job. Congratulations, North.
Yep. Wilson and Logie having a conversation. Well, we now have one entrant in tomorrow afternoon's Class 2A championship game. North fans up on their feet, recognizing their team, knowing they got one more to go. Be a quick turnaround for them tomorrow on Saturday. Nobody cares. State championship game. Butler getting his teammates fired up over there. We'll be heading up in just a minute to Chris and Troy in just a second here. I grab one of the players. I'm trying to see if it's D'Amico.
Yeah, D'Amico.
D'Amico Anderson is with us here. Dave Lee along with Quincy Lewis. D'Amico, congratulations on the win. Hey, congratulations. If my numbers are right, you joined the 1,000-point club tonight.
Yeah.
That was a pretty cool event when that happened. D'Amico, let's talk about this team you just played, the Tigers. What did you know about them coming in, and what did you expect, and what was the game plan?
We knew like they were a senior team. They wasn't going to give up, and they had a big kid, like 6'8". So our plan, we tried to deny him as much as we can, but, you know, he still got a lot of points. But, you know, we just played hard and fought to the end. And we was pressuring them. I think that's what got to them and got us to win. We was pressuring them.
Hey, congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Look forward to seeing you in that title game. Talk to us about how you took this game over offensively. What went through your mind about you getting into that middle of that lane and making shots?
The first game, you know, I was getting a feel for the arena, you know, big crowd. And my coach was just telling me, stick with it, like, you know, we need you. So, you know, I just was sticking with it, keep shooting my shots. I know they're going to fall, keep shooting. And that's what happened. I was just confident in myself. I trusted myself.
Yeah, and you lost Zajan. Apparently broke his hand in the last game, and all of a sudden you were down a starter. And Stevens came in and played a heck of a game for you as well, D'Amico. So with about a minute and a half left, Coach McKenzie had you guys in the huddle for a long time. What was he telling you with 90 seconds to go?
He was just telling us, don't give up, keep fighting. It's not over yet. Defense, defense, defense. And we really just took key to that, and we locked in towards the end.
Well, hey, you get home, get some sleep. You're going to be playing ball here real quick again tomorrow in the state title game. Congratulations, D'Amico.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, congratulations.
Yep, we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, thank you, guys.
D'Amico Anderson, the 6-foot senior, another good night for him offensively, and then a kind of a monumental night hitting that 1,000-point club, Q.
That was fun. And it was just great to see him staying aggressive and having that confidence in his shot.
Much more to come on the postgame.
The tournaments on 45 TV are brought to you by South Dakota State University. Build tomorrow, start today at South Dakota State University.
Another fantastic basketball game. Minneapolis North, the top seed in AA, advances to the championship game, beating Morris area, Chocayo, Alberta, 71-63. Down the stretch, though, that game certainly closer than that final score indicated, Troy Bell. It got to within a one-point game in the second half. North did just enough to stay in front.
This was an amazing game. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. I mean, this is what it's about. This is what state tournament basketball is about.
Minneapolis North held them off. Jackson Logie was doing all he could. His line was insane. 37 points, 14 rebounds, and 8 blocks. But North, to their credit, they trusted what they do. Every player stayed in their lane, did what they had to do, and made plays when they needed to individually.
They did not change the game plan. They applied pressure. They got out in transition. They played North basketball the way Coach McKenzie taught them to.
Talked about Jackson Logie. Will show you how he kept his team in this game. Things were getting away from them a little bit. It got up to a pretty big lead at one point. It was 13-point North lead, but Logie started bringing them back and just on both ends of the court, just so confident with the basketball in his hand.
He's such a stud, and the thing about it is he did not stop attacking all night. I love that he stayed aggressive. I didn't want to see him fall in love with the three-point line the way he did in the quarters. He kept going. I mean, you may not have won, but you couldn't have done anything more than he did. Look at that block. He was all over the floor.
8 blocks. I think that sequence there might have counted 2 of them on one play, but just wasn't enough to get the whole thing done. As Minneapolis North, they got some defensive stars of their own. Rio Sanders with the steal gets it all the way up to Jacob Butler, who, by the way, had 14 points and 18 rebounds.
He was a complete force out there. Nobody saw this coming. I'm sure Larry was more than pleasantly surprised. He should be proud of himself.
D'Amico Anderson clearing the 1,000-point mark. Some stick-to-itiveness on that play. And everybody getting involved. Here's Butler again, a rebound and the bucket.
Another big putback. I mean, this was his coming out party. And look at the celebration. These guys are ready for tomorrow. They played for their coach. They played for their city. Doesn't get any better than this.
You may have been to state 4 straight years. Your team has won 7 championships. They've been to the finals 13 times, but doesn't change that feeling once you know you're going to a championship.
You know, I never got to go to a championship in high school. I don't know, but I'm assuming you're right, and this was an amazing game to watch. Both sides should be proud of themselves.
Tournament stats brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Start with solar. We talk a lot about strategy, but look at the free throws. North, 18 of 21. Morris area, Chocayo, Alberta. They only hit 8 of 13 there. So big difference there in the free throws. And you know, North is not a great free throw shooting team, but man, they were clutch tonight.
And the points off turnovers is what really solidified it for North. You know, it's hard to win when you give up 21 points on turnovers.
Credit North. They did everything they had to do to get the victory offensively, defensively. They repelled one of the best performances we've seen this entire tournament from Jackson Logie. North, all season, it looked like they were going to make it to the championship. They're finally there, and they've earned that spot.
They're there. They're in a situation that they're not new to. It's a beautiful game.
back-to-back titles in 2016 and 17. Feels like more recently than that. That's first time North has gone for a title since then. But who are they going to play? Well, they played Caledonia plenty of times for prep bowls and state championships in basketball. It'll either be Caledonia or Annandale. Those two will tangle in the second AA semifinal, the last of our semifinals, to determine the final spot on Championship Saturday. Final thoughts on this one before we head out?
You know, just want to say that I'm proud of both teams. Morris area did not achieve what they wanted to, but they should be proud of themselves. They played an amazing game. They left it on the floor.
Caledonia, Annandale coming up next right here on 45 TV as we wrap up semifinal Friday.